way my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holding lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, now I ain't listening. Is in fact a fiction. Revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Round War. We gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get him crack as hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young man. How you real trickin' on them dots, you a bird feeder. Claiming he a demon, what's a demon to a cult leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him, this shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. First shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, you will never get that hand back. Bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping swore, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brother's bed. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like he Valvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I'm not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fairville, you feel your part. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I enjoy. I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his gang, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy. Big soldier, nigga, just give me a reason. Fuck peace, get even. One beat with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Nigga dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Yeah. Big soldier, nigga, come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell her watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And when I toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. Don't know nothing about the op. It's hit one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. You don't want me connected dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to fly. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them get the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it. Just tell them get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga, just give me a reason. Fuck peace, get even. One beat with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Nigga dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Yeah. Big soldier, nigga, come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is war town, already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch, red dead redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper, shoot with us or against us. Can't stop till the zone loud. All things get the picture. He come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof, Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock out the book of Luke. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like people shoot. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a cocktail. So mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, get in. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about certified. Whole team full of riders. Living dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour, nigga I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the mall. Tell I'm a four, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how I roll, I've been the lead. Time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky. The Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody think he braving up. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take that scouter. He on the bricks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dog. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield. Want to see everything, keep 43. Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Shalom, shkita. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me just a moment. Hey, shalom, Yahweh shkita. Can you hear me, sir?
Hey, Khan, I can hear you. Shalom. Yahweh
Most high in Christ, good to see you, all the one. Hey, shalom, Kawhi Yahweh shkita.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir?
Kawhi, you hear me good, bro?
Con, how you hear me?
Can hear you just fine. You and the captain good as well?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Most high in Christ. Let's clap it up.
Oh yeah.
Ooh wee. Let's
Cap
get
fresh up there. I like that green and that blue.
word. You see that, right?
Yeah. Most time twice.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. I'm thinking I'm doing something with a couple of chains or something. Here come Captain Yagarwap. You know what I'm saying? With the colors. You know what I'm saying? Looking real fresh. Most high in Christ. We back again. Shalom to all the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb. To all the sisters. Yahweh Shema Allah Thun. Bashim Yahweh Shah. This is the Chain Breakers Podcast. This is episode number 6. Damn. Number 6 episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Been in operation since 1969, teaching the truth, you understand, according to the Bible, that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are, in fact, the true Jews, the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing this for quite some time, like I said, since 1969. And this Chain Breakers Podcast is one in a series of many podcasts and shows that the I.S.U.P.K has been doing all these years to bring the truth to our people. This particular brand on this show is all about breaking the chain. But, you know, as we always say, I got it from my Ottawa officer, Iraq. We're not breaking chains, you know what I'm saying, like physical chains or chain mail chains. We're breaking the chains of oppression, the chains that are on our brothers and sisters' minds. You understand? Our people, unfortunately, believe that we're no longer in slavery because we don't see the chains anymore. Because we don't see the actual physical, you know what I'm saying, iron shackles. We think that we're free in this place when that couldn't be further from the truth. We are absolutely in captivity and in slavery in this place. And you can just tell by how our people live in this place. You can just tell by how, you know what I'm saying, just the world that we live in, which is why we bring out all these topics on this show and all of our other shows. So we're gonna do the same thing that we always do, and of course, we want to at the same time bring the information to the brothers and sisters and entertain the brothers and sisters, because even though what we're talking about is very, very heavy, topics and things like that, it's also important for y'all to understand the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA. We love Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. We love our people dearly.
That's right.
Love our people. You know what I'm saying? This is the place where you learn to love Black people, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to, we're going to talk about some topics, man. We want y'all to get involved as well. More brothers and sisters are going to come up in here. So make sure y'all sharing it. Let me put this up on the screen too. Make sure y'all are sharing this live. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all are sharing this live. Okay. Right now we're broadcasting from the Chain Breakers Podcast YouTube, I.S.U.P.K Durham YouTube, and the Judah Lions Facebook, which is one of our backup Facebook accounts for I.S.U.P.K Durham. You know what I'm saying? We're working to get it so we can broadcast from more channels, but that's no sweat. Go to any of those channels right now, and you can just take that link and put it up on your social media, put it up on your TikTok, put it up on your Instagram, put it up on all those things, and make sure you share it, all right? So we're going to get right into it. I always like to start off by introducing my brothers first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? To my immediate, which way is it? To my left, to my immediate left, we got my Ottawa, you know what I'm saying? One of the strong pillars in this truth, who's been doing it, you know what I'm saying, for some time, and just continues to just get strong and just push that truth, you know what I'm saying, the way he's always done. But it's getting, what he's doing out there in Oklahoma City is amazing, you know what I'm saying? So we got Captain of 10,000, Yagarwap, with us, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Most High in Christ, Colonel Khan. And then to my Ottawan's immediate left, we have my brother, Fayetteville's finest, you know what I'm saying, out here, another pillar in the school, you know what I'm saying? Me and this brother came up together, you know what I'm saying, out here in, you know what I'm saying, in the truth in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, learned up under the tutelage of Captain Nayathak, Captain 13,000 Nayathak, Officer 5,000 Yahweh, Officer 5,000 Zion, Officer Lahab. So many brothers, man. We've been rocking out for some time. One of my good, you know what I'm saying, close brothers out here in the truth. You know what I'm saying, Officer 1,000 Kowal. Damn right. All right, so right. Always great to have my brothers on the show. Obviously, y'all might be able to join us later today. You know what I'm saying? But he's dealing with some things right now. So, you know what I'm saying? If he comes in most high in Christ, if not, we'll try to get him on the next show when he's, you know what I'm saying, more readily available. So, as always, I like to start with letting the Ottawa and the Akim, if there's anything y'all want to bring out, you know what I'm saying, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the stories for today. And we got some good ones. We got some very viral and trending topics. That's on everybody's Facebook, on everybody's mind, that everybody's talking about, that we're going to get into for today. But before we do that, is there anything you wanted to bring out, Cap? I'll leave it to you first, sir.
Yeah, Con. I just want to bring out that you have the deal is very disturbing. I brought it out in my class this week, the law class on Wednesday. But I looked on YouTube, and YouTube has this woman, it's an old devil. She's like 88 years old or something. Her name is Dr. Catherine Krager. Okay. She's of the Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary. And along with Dr. Edwin Yamamuchi of Miami of Ohio, University of Miami of Ohio, they are teaching Black people that they have a place in the Bible, and they are African.
Ooh.
They are African. So they're taking people trips to Israel. I saw this on Catherine Krager. She's in Israel showing Black people that Judites, Judite people, showing them that they're not. She's not telling them they're the Jews. She's telling them they are Hamites. They are Hamites, and they have a place in the Bible. I don't know where she never showed them where in the Bible. She's showing them little hieroglyphics and everything, but it's like, we gotta understand this is what Psalms 83 and 4 is about, when he said they want to destroy us so that, I'm paraphrasing of course, they want to destroy us so that the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance. This is what that means. You know what I'm saying? That they are doing stuff right now. Time is short, because they are doing things like that. And I was blown away by it. Because it was so evil, that, and you got us, Judah, Israel. I shouldn't say just Judah, but Israel. We can be so stupid when we in the world.
Mhm.
And they were like blown away. Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, I'm part of Africa. And they was just, it was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. But you know, these things are going on right now because we know time is short and we're in the last days. So these things are gonna come out all the time. You know what I'm saying? We can't be fooled by them. That's why it's important for this show to be on and other I.S.U.P.K shows and classes to be on, to letting people just open people's minds up because we are man. And like the name of this podcast, Chain Breakers. I mean, that's a chain on your mind that you are African. You know, and it was just so evil that she was telling them that they had a place in the Bible, but she didn't tell them they had a place in Israel. They was Israelites. She was showing them all this Jewish stuff, everything Jewish. And then saying, "Hey, you black people," and it was like, oh, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. But you know, I wanted to bring that out because these are the chains that they're putting on our mind.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't say putting on our mind. These are chains that they are tightening. They're putting more padlocks on the chains. You know, so that we can stay asleep. You know, so we can stay, you know, the way we are in that little mind fuck of, you know, we're Africans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I want to bring out. You know, but yeah, definitely, you know, as a people, we got to be on the lookout for things like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why the I.S.U.P.K. This is why we do what we do. Under Commander Junior, this is why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's right.
We got to really confound clowns like this.
That's right.
You know, go ahead. That's all I want to get on that, brother.
Sir. Damn right. That's a heavy thing. And I like the word you use. I don't want, if I may, disturbing, because that is absolutely disturbing for someone to be so careless. I mean, I can't even call it careless. I know they do it intentionally. But to intentionally misguide and misdirect God's chosen people, it's willful ignorance. Right? Absolutely disgusting for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do that to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they don't get scores of Asians and try to teach them that they're truly you know, if they might lie, but you know, we know we're not Hamites, we know we're not African, but they purposely try to misdirect us and say, "Oh yeah, you're the Hamites, you're the Africans." But are they going to get scores of Asians and try to tell them that they're, you know, Japhetic people, or get scores of you know what I'm saying, so-called Hawaiians and tell them that they're Israelites or something like that? They don't do that to anybody else. It's always us. It's smoke and mirrors. It's always something that they do. Like you said, Adawan, it's so important for us to have shows like this and for the I.S.U.P.K to exist in general. Because if not, all we would do is continue to hate each other. Teaching the black man that he's an African has never ever helped a black man ever on earth. Ever.
That's right.
It has not worked and it never will work. You know what I'm saying? So that's absolutely disgusting.
That's
okay.
Right.
Officer Kowal, is there anything? I mean, if you want to you know, comment on that, and then just go into something you wanted to bring out, I'll leave the floor to you.
Oh, wow. I'm just, you know, let's get into these stories. You know, only thing that was on my mind was seeing that nasty video speaking about Hamites, those mosquito cakes.
Oh,
brother. First of all, who the hell thinks about that? Like, how do you come up with that? I mean, I have a thing with, if I think, you know, see something disgusting like that, bothers me for a few days. That mosquito thing is so disgusting. Like, we never want to be Africans. I don't understand that. I don't know one brother with mosquito cake. Like, how do you even make that up? And then, you saw the video when the devil ate it. He almost threw up himself. But anyway, I'm off it. Oh man.
No, I'm about to just, you know, I mean, we don't got to get into it, but let me just, you know what I'm saying, show them on the side there. You know what I mean? It can't hurt.
It was bad.
Just to show you on the side right here.
I didn't see the video. I definitely didn't see the video. No, I didn't.
Oh, well, you're looking at it
I heard about it, but I didn't see the video.
Then let me play it for you. It's a short clip. Let's play the video for Captain
Mosquito burger.
Mosquito burgers. Let's see this.
All the malaria.
You're right, malaria. All that just in the burger. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see it.
Damn. Back to Africa, my man. Yeah, right. Anybody going back to Africa? Look at all the mosquitoes. How do you even focus in that? Good night.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
do it.
Come on. Put your palms together now. Come on.
Oh, that's mosquito much.
Come on. Come on.
And there's a chicken right there. Eat the chicken.
No.
The chicken right there.
There's nothing there.
Look how you flipping it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man. Oh, did you get when the devil ate it?
That wasn't the video with the devil eating it. If I can find it real quick, I'll go into it. But if not, you know what I'm saying? We'll save it.
That's just raw dead mosquitoes. That's all that was.
Bruh.
No seasoning salt, no cheese, no bread.
Come on.
Raw mosquito.
Come on. I mean, it's so many things you can eat. There's so many things in the wild you can eat. And like you were saying, it was a chicken. It was a chicken walking past. Like, damn, the chicken trying to get the mosquitoes off of it.
Yeah.
It's a chicken. I mean, get that. I mean, there's so many things you can eat. I mean, you have to be a heathen. You have to be a heathen to look at a damn mosquito and say, oh, that's tasty. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. That's terrible.
So I found out that it's called, the actual official name of it is called kunga cake or kungu. It's a type of cake. It's a type of cake
come on, man.
in the African Great Lakes region, specifically countries surrounding Lake Malawi, Tanzania, Malawi, Mozambique, made of millions of densely compressed midges or flies. Yeah. Right. There was a video of the devil. I can't find it, but the devil took a bite of it, and he looked like he was about to gag. Correct?
Yeah, you know that was anything. He's about to throw up. He said it's a fishy taste, and then he tried to explain why it had a fishy taste because he said because mosquitoes are close by water. Man, I don't want to hear that. It tastes like garbage. You know, he didn't want to insult the local Africans, but he almost threw up. He almost threw up.
Right.
Oh, it was bad. And I didn't know you just read his flies in there too.
Yeah, I think there's different types. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens
in the air, whatever.
Right. They have these. You know, what can happen is like it's like some kind of natural thing where you might get like these large swarms of these insects that kind of congregate to certain bodies of water or certain things, and what they do is there's so many of them. They just wave frying pans around, and while they're doing it, they're smacking the mosquitoes and killing them. They're able to collect them so they have, literally billions of little mosquitoes and flies and stuff. And then they pulverize it and turn it into a mosquito cake.
Boy,
they say it's good protein out there in the.
Oh my goodness! I'd rather eat that mud cookie up there in Haiti.
Yeah,
from the earth. That clay dirt mud cookie with no animal, mosquito, fly, nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Even in our poorness, we don't go that far.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm thankful to the Most High. He chose us.
Damn right. That's right. Damn right. I seen a video yesterday. I believe it was a sister, like a Latino family who was like dirt poor. I forgot where it was, but I mean, back country poor living in squalor, and they were living. It was 14 of them living in basically a 1-bedroom house. They had a serious, horrible roach infestation. I mean, like the worst roach infestation I've ever seen. And not one time, even in this complete squalor and poverty, did any of them think to pick up a roach and eat it. Yeah. Not once. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it just shows that we are just so different from them.
You know.
Goddamn. But you know what? That's a beautiful segue into my topic, or the topic. You know, Chain Breakers podcast, like Cap said, one of the biggest changes is that we're Africans. That's one of the worst chains of oppression that they have on black people. And you got to blame your nasty Jesse Jacksons, your Al Sharpton. You got to blame them. When Jesse Jackson came with African American, what, in the 80s? 90s?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, in the 80s.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was a time when we basically knew that we wasn't African. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, if that was the case, we would have been calling ourselves African, but we weren't.
Right.
We were never calling ourselves African.
We
were colored and all that kind of stuff. But we never called ourselves Africans. But now in this day and age, like Cap said, they're putting the pressure on us more and more. Well, here's another story, a heavy thing that's going on in America right now. You know what I'm saying? Which I find hilarious. But we're gonna talk about it. Okay, let me pull up this. Did y'all hear about this African Celtics coach?
Yeah, I heard about it. I definitely heard about it. Hey, but look, you know something? I didn't even know nothing about the Nia Long thing. You know, I didn't, man.
Me neither. You come to I had no idea that Nia Long was engaged or what have you. This Hamite.
And Salakia, I didn't know that. Actually, I didn't know that Hamite was a Hamite. You know, I thought he was a Jake. Really, I thought he was I never, like I said, I fell away from all the sports and stuff like that. So I saw him stand on the sideline, but you know, I just figured he was a Judite brother or something. You know, I didn't know he was supposed to have been he was a Hamite.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Ime Udoka. He's Nigerian.
Yeah. I saw that name. I said, "Good Lord, I know that's the name of the brother."
Right.
yeah. Ime Udoka is a Nigerian American professional basketball. Yeah, Udoka's father was of Nigerian descent. Right? Even though, he's one of them blending in type cats. Born in America, he's from Portland. You know what I'm saying? It said, but his father was Nigerian, which is it qualified him for Nigerian citizenship.
Right.
Okay, so he has Nigerian citizenship. You know what I'm saying, through his father. He has a child with Nia Long that was born in November of 2011.
Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't know that.
Right. They became engaged in May of 2015. So this is this African's Nia Long, this African is her baby daddy.
Man.
And her fiance. God. So the big news that everybody is talking about, why it's been such a hot button issue, is because apparently the African was caught in an affair, cheating on Nia Long. Of course, if you don't know who Nia Long is, she's actress. She's been in the game since the 90s. She's always been looked at, amongst Judites, amongst Israelites, as one of the most beautiful, black actresses. Grace the screen. I remember, even though I was real young, I remember how brothers used to talk about Nia Long.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She was in Friday. She was in, a bunch of movies, classic joints, Soul Food.
Boys in the Hood. I just saw Boys in the Hood.
I forgot she was in Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was in Boys in the Hood, right? Well, this African who was her baby daddy. Let's see. Let me pull up this article right here. It says Twitter reacts to news Celtics coach Ime Udoka allegedly cheating on Nia Long. Bro, it's Nia Long. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody is so damn surprised. They're in shock. You know what I'm saying? Brothers is like, oh man, you fumbled the bag. You got this beautiful, legendarily beautiful black woman, and you done messed it up.
And holes, man. Come on, that's our trouble we go through. Man, we just snared all the time. Come on, look at these brothers. Look what we're reading about. Look at the story we're reading about. We're snared in holes. Go ahead, read on, brother.
And they are hid. And they are hid in prison houses.
Hid in what?
In prison houses.
Hid in prison houses. Hid in it. That means that you had something. That means you don't want nobody to find it.
Right, that's right.
So look, we got innocent black brothers and Hispanic and Native Indian brothers in jail. Hid. The oppressor is hiding them. Why? Because they're not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be there. So they got them hid in prison houses. Good Lord.
Right.
Man, that's terrible. That's us. Man.
Heavy.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
Man. Read that again, brother. For what?
They are for a prey.
A prey. A prey. Good gracious. That means come on, that's like a lion preying on an antelope. Good Lord, for prey. They're preying our lives. They're preying on us to ruin our lives.
That's right.
You know, if they don't kill us, they're gonna lock us up. Damn, for a prey. Man. Go ahead, brother.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
Nobody's going to deliver us.
That's right.
Nobody's going to deliver us. Nobody's going to deliver us. You know what I'm saying? But the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Junior YAHANNA. We got to deliver our people.
That's right.
You know, I mean, through the spirit of the Most High in Christ, man, we got to deliver our brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we stand on those corners.
That's right.
This is why we have these shows. And this is why we have these classes. This is why we fight so hard for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because what? We are just for prey. You know? And who else is going to deliver us? Who else is going to deliver Israel? Huh? The Christian pastor? I mean, come on, man. Good Lord. Man, I yield, brother. Man.
This is a little bit more, sir.
Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
For a spoil, and none saith restore.
Oh, good gracious. For a spoil. Look, they conquered us. They conquered us. We are not supposed to fight back. We are not supposed to argue back. You know what I'm saying? Against Massa. You're not supposed to argue back. You're for a spoil. You already conquered. You know? Man, and what else did it say at the end part?
And it's like for a spoil, and none saith restore.
Man, none saith restore. Nobody want to restore. Nobody want to lift a finger to restore us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's so heavy when you hear Commander Junior YAHANNA say, you know, we're going to fix black people. Nobody want to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is why we got to restore our people. You know, because who's going to restore us? You know, man, that's why I love the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Junior YAHANNA through the spirit of the Most High in Christ. Hey, we going to restore Israel. We're going to restore Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because leave it up to them. Nobody's going to restore us. Man, we're for a prey. I mean, come on. Good Lord, man. Man, the Bible is just so heavy, man, and deep, man. It's ours. It's ours. It's the only thing that's going to save us. Nothing's going to save us. You know, nobody, no guns, no weapons, nothing's going to save us. You know, but turning to the truth of the Bible. Turning to the truth of the Bible. And it's all prophesied. We be righteous as prophesied. The Most High going to send Christ. Hey, we're going to be out of this place. You know, man, go ahead, brother. I yield, brother.
It's just a heavy, horrible thing. And I'm going to get, of course, I want to hear Officer Kowal and Officer Yarmot, and get their input. But if I could just read a little bit more, it kind of breaks down like what happened that night. The witnesses that implicated Jackson in the crime. It says there was a witness that said that Chillis, who was the third man, fired first, and that Jackson, Ernest Jackson, shot Perry, that's the victim, 3 times in the head. Jackson was arrested in October of 1999. The pathologist who performed the autopsy found Perry died of multiple gunshot wounds that perforated his heart, both lungs, liver, spleen, colon, and kidney. Dr. Jerry Jones testified that he did not see abrasions on Perry's head or scalp. Court documents show. The jury acquitted Jackson of a deadly weapon charge, finding that he did not shoot Perry. After filing several appeals, a lower court resentenced Jackson to 60 to 80 years in prison under new legal guidelines, reversing life sentences for 17-year-olds. In 2017, the Nebraska Supreme Court upheld his conviction and new sentence. The court concluded that Jackson's sentencing followed the law and was also subject to the judge's discretion. Let me scroll down a little bit. Allowing a new trial so Cooper Ryder could testify after the state could no longer retry him would encourage perjury, the court added. We also reasoned that Jackson knew Cooper Ryder's testimony would have been beneficial to him, or he would not have attempted to secure it. Jackson's supporters said his next route to fight for freedom was the sentence commutation and pardon. The board consists of the governor, attorney general, and secretary of state. Let's remember, this is Nebraska. I mean, I'm not saying ain't no black people in Nebraska, but I mean, it seems like one of those good old boy states.
Right.
Well, 275 violations is not the type of behavior we're expecting from inmates who want a pardon. Ricketts said, I think that's the governor. Just 2 more paragraphs, and I want you to chime in, Kawal. Jackson supporters argued that only 4 of the disciplinary write-ups were in the past 7 years, and another inmate admitted to the most serious charge in a letter. They also said the board disregarded a commendable write-up he received for preventing a fight. This is a quote. "Do you know him? He's a decent human being," said Lauren Ludy, a prison volunteer who works with Jackson on presentations to other inmates about alternatives to violence. "I see him every Saturday." This is the last one. "I was hoping," this is a quote, "I was hoping that you'd err on the side of mercy," Ludy pleaded with the governor. And I wanted to stop there because that to me is such a heavy thing. We in the I.S.U.P.K, we've heard about mercy before. First of all, we're trained to have mercy. You know what I'm saying? We're trained to have so much mercy that we hold food drives and pass out food to white people.
God.
You understand? Like that's something that when I first seen it, I was confused. I'm like, are we supposed to do this? Yeah. I was told by my captain, do not screen anybody. If someone comes up for food, and matter of fact, y'all, you was there. It was the very first food drive that you set up in Durham across from the shelter. And Captain Nyathok said, if anybody comes up for food or whatever, give it to them. Don't start asking questions. We're not here to debate. We're just here to feed people. That's real mercy. But I also was taught that America and the oppressor, they don't have mercy. They couldn't even understand it, smack them in the face. So for this person to say, we were hoping you would err on the side of mercy, to us, it's funny because we know that the oppressor doesn't have an ounce of it in his body. But Kawal, please, I mean, what when you see something like this, a brother who is literally in hell, and all the evidence shows he didn't commit a crime. The other people involved have been acquitted and they went home. And they're finding loopholes. The governor of the state of Nebraska is so heavily involved in finding loopholes to keep this brother in prison. I mean, what do you say to that?
I mean, it's so disappointing and it's sad. However, we are in America. And like Captain Yagar was saying, you know, and you were saying also, we're dealing with a monster, has no mercy whatsoever. He's not long suffering. He has zero compassion. He's not even a human. The Bible, he's a beast.
That's right.
You know, we can't go to, like Captain Kahan was saying, how are we going to go to, you know, somebody who's not civil for civil rights? And how are we going to go to somebody, you understand, that begging for freedom and all this stuff? But this reminds me of something similar. Do you know that if you get, just like the child support system, if you are pregnant and the baby comes out not yours, you sign that birth certificate, guess what? You paying child support, Jack. Ain't nothing you can do about it. The system we're dealing with here. Now you're in hell for 18 years, taking care of a boy or girl who looks nothing like you, while she goes on and does God knows what. You're going to go work 40 hours, 50 hours a week, and you're going to pay her child support, and that child's not even yours. This brother did not commit that crime, and he's still in jail because we're dealing with a heinous monster. And the Constitution of America is trash and it's garbage. All these state laws and rules were made by beasts and devils. That's why everybody in the Christian church, everybody watching this should run to I.S.U.P.K, pay your tithes, become brand new so we can be in charge.
That's right.
See, I don't think people are mad enough about this because we're the only ones giving a damn. We fight every single day, from teaching classes, the clothing drives, the food drives, to going to camp, to risking our lives to teach people there's going to be a new government established. It's going to be us. There will be no such thing as this. Why would you fight for this? Because you rather live under this. You rather live under this heinous beast. And black women should be outraged. That's somebody's child. Women love their damn children, especially their sons. Where's all the cries from the black women? Oh, I forgot. They're too busy watching the damn Woman King today. So
That's right.
They'll never care. They're doing that stupid scream in the bathroom. They're running to the damn movie theater, eating popcorn, spending all that child support money, watching Viola Davis as she has running around the damn jungle. And what's crazy about this is this brother won't get out of jail, just like you won't get off child support if you sleep with a whore. Same reason.
Right.
You won't get off, even if that baby's not yours. You're not getting off child support. He didn't kill that person. He's not getting out of jail. That parallel because we're under a beast.
That's right.
And it's disgusting. It makes me sad. And there's nothing they can do to pay that man back. Nothing.
Damn right.
You can't get that time back. That's all. That's all I got.
Most High in Christ. No, that's an excellent point, brother. You know what I'm saying? To bring into the fold these sisters. This is what we always say in I.S.U.P.K, going back to the topic of mercy, if I may, as the brother's been saying. You know what I'm saying? Like when Brittany Griner went to the Russian prison, before anybody said anything, it was the I.S.U.P.K that said something.
Right.
And guess what? She's a lesbian. She wouldn't look in any of our direction because she's a 7-foot lesbian. You know what I'm saying? She's a 7-foot lesbian smoking weed and paying child support, as Kowal just said, obviously for a baby that is not hers. But you know what I'm saying? But yet still, she's a sister. And because she's a sister, we extended our hand and we, of course, told the truth about the matter and said what was happening to her was wrong and was disgusting. But we also were realistic and said, hey, listen, she got to take it like a man if that's what she want to be. We're always just telling the truth in the I.S.U.P.K. All we do is tell the truth. Here again, we got another situation where everybody else is quiet. This is a black man in 2022. This is not 1917. This is not 1888. This is a black man in 2022 who it's on record that he didn't commit the crime. The government knows that he did not commit the crime for which he is currently being jailed. Yet they are finding ways to not release him. Like the brother said, in our government, that will not be a thing.
Right.
That is not a thing. If a black or Latino or Native Indian man was in charge, that brother would have been out of prison if he was falsely accused. As soon as the other brothers was acquitted, he would have been released from jail. He would have been released from jail immediately because that's not how we operate. You know what I'm saying? We're not like these people. Like Kowal said, they're not even really human, not even people. They are beasts. It's, oh my God, it's so disgusting. You're not. You know what I'm saying, brother? I want you to chime in on this because, you know, again, you being a brother that teaches the brotherhood class, we see one side. We see the side with cats like PNB Rock, you know what I'm saying, where we're often that title is put on us. That title of look at how violent they are. Look at how much they shoot each other and kill each other and how disrespectful they are to each other and so on and so forth. Well, here's an example of a brother who didn't do that. He didn't murder his brother. And in fact, the brother who actually pulled the trigger, it was self-defense. And yet a black man is still in jail. So what do you say to people who might look at or might ignore this, and people who say, well, if you're just a good citizen, if you just follow the rules and don't commit crimes, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the kind of things that they say. I mean, it's one of many things that they could say in this situation, but what do you say about it, Yarma?
Of course, I understand. Like, the first thing you got to understand is this. Barakatai Hawaii Hawashah Officer Tabawan, because without you, we wouldn't even know this brother's name. We wouldn't even know the condition that this brother is in. You understand? Which is why his family members should be watching this show right now, because this is the only place where we're fighting for his freedom. You understand? And that's the very important part that all people have to understand. Because, like what the brother said before, we're like, my question is this: where is the feminist movement? Where is the LGBT movement? Where is Black Lives Matter movement at? You understand? Where are they ever helping someone who is just facing injustice in general? You understand? And all of those movements which is why all those movements are trash, man.
That's right.
None of those movements do anything for anybody outside of their dumb, strange push that they're trying to push for themselves in America. And they don't do anything for the injustices of the people who actually need it, which are Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians.
That's right.
And here's the other thing, man. for them to say that because he has infractions or whatever inside the prison, and that's why they won't appeal him or they won't release him for something he didn't even do, it's such a devilish thing. And I don't care whether it's a black man saying it, I don't care whether it's a white man saying it or a Chinese man saying it.
That's right.
Whoever said that is a goddamn devil, man.
Damn right.
The devil. Because you have no idea what you go through being in prison. You have no idea what you go through even just being in a holding cell in jail. You stand there one day, that is a time where you could catch another charge just because someone is trying to pick a fight with you.
That's
just
right.
because someone is trying to mess with you or trying to take your lunch. And because you're a man, you got to stand up for yourself. And now you got to go upside his head. That's another charge. And then when the guards come up because it's a scuffle, of course they're going to say you hit the correction officer. Of course they're going to say you punched the police officer in the face because they're trying to dig you down and further and further and further into slavery.
That's right. That's right.
Passion on those brothers. And I was just on my phone and I just seen a brother, and I forget his name, but he's in prison right now. And they posted a photo of him and he was healthy when he was in there, full beard, looked strong, you understand, whatever, looked normal. Man, they posted 3 other pictures and this brother looked like a goddamn Egyptian skeleton that they digging up today, man. He's in prison right now and he is dying, man. Right. But of course, they don't give a damn about that brother. They don't give a damn about this. They don't give a damn about none of us, man.
That's right.
They look at them like they dogs when it's commonly known that there is a high amount of brothers who are serving time right now for crimes that they did not commit.
That's right.
And you would think by having that knowledge that they would have some kind of compassion on the brothers, because you would think they would say, well, we can't treat them all like they Jeffrey Dahmer. We can't treat them all like they're serial killers and murderers and rapists, because they're all not serial killers and murderers and rapists. And so now this is a prime example of a brother who you're treating like he's a goddamn criminal when he's not a criminal, man.
That's right. That's right.
He's black. You understand? And of course, being black in America is damn near just it's like being born a goddamn criminal, man. You understand? Right. And this story, it haunts me because I know, like the scripture that you pulled, they are snares and holes, man.
That's right.
Like, you fall, if you don't stay on your toes, man, and you don't follow the guidance and counsel of Commander General YAHANNA, and if you slip up one bit, you could not wear your seatbelt and end up like this brother.
That's right.
That's right. You can miss a child support payment and end up in the same position that this brother's in, because America is a beast, man. And it is run by the devil that the Bible speaks of. And that devil seeks to slaughter our people, man, and push us down into slavery and keep us there forever. You understand? And that's very evident with this brother right here. You understand? My heart to this brother, because I can feel his pain, man. I can empathize with this brother, just knowing how easy it is to become a victim of America's crimes, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Damn right. Damn right. Most High in Christ. Again, sad. I wish if somebody can find me the name of the brother. I know I've seen the pictures. As a matter of fact, I seen it on Instagram. I seen it on Instagram. I'm not sure the brother's name. I know who you talking about, Yarma.
Is
Castillo Vaughn.
Yeah.
That's his name?
Vaughn.
Yeah, these pictures right here.
Khan. Yep.
That's what he looked like, and this is what he looks like now.
Right. Yep.
That don't even look. That look like that rapid weight loss. That's crazy. That looks like HIV or something. Like he looks like he's in Somalia, not malnutrition. That's more than just being malnutrition right there. That don't come from you just not eating. Like that brother looks sickly, deathly. And that should be a lesson to us, man, to serve the Most High. When he talks about he'll take you to the lowest hell, that's low, right? That's low as hell, right? How much lower can that get? You're in jail, probably 23-1 or in pop, and you sickly like that, where you can't even move, or barely use a bathroom. Like you're dealing with the Most High, man. He's not playing. That's what I fear. That right there is a nightmare. And then on top of that, to make that hell he's in even worse. Which for all you watching, it's not an I.S.U.P.K. It's not taught that hell is not a place you go to. That brother you watching right now, Castillo Vaughn, he's in hell. And guess what? Is his prayers right now? I don't know. I don't know if they are. Do you see how weak and sickly that man looks? And he's in jail around other people. And he's begging for. Sister took those pictures and asking, and guess where he has to go to get this help? The so-called beast that put him in there. Now, before you smoke a blunt or do anything to break the law, you think about that. Think about that brother's condition, man. Like that is a disturbing picture. But you're dealing with the Most High power. But he can hurt you, but he can also heal you also. You know what I'm saying? That's a sobering reality of the power of the Most High, man. And if you're under his wrath, he's not playing. He's not playing with blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. Look at that brother's chest. Don't make no sense. That don't come from just not eating. That brother's in there dying.
Salakia. I got the I guess the report on it. It says I spoke to Castillo Vaughn's family. He's 32 years old in medical crisis at Elmore Prison. The photo on the left was a few months ago. He was having stomach problems from an old injury, underwent surgery in distress, developed an infection, and then his family received the photos on the right months after. So he had, I believe the brother had got shot and had to have surgery. And then during the surgery got an infection, and now he can't get proper treatment for what he's dealing with.
Right.
My goodness.
If I could, this goes back to something Officer Yarmak said, which is so heavy. And I'm glad we're talking about this. This is a nice, again, I love the organic nature of this show. You know what I'm saying? That you brothers just kind of have, you know what I'm saying, allowed me, you know what I'm saying, to allowed us to bring to the forefront. It helps us kind of just be able to be off the cuff and talk about things that no one else is talking about. This is a situation now, again, I don't know if this brother might have got stabbed in prison, but if you see, he obviously, now he might have had an injury on the left already, but it's very possible that, you know what I'm saying, he might have sustained an injury while in prison. Someone might have stabbed him. Someone, you know what I'm saying, any kind of trauma could have happened to this brother to lead him to be in this situation. But this is what Officer Yarmak and the brothers was talking about. You go in prison, and on day one, you go to you go to a holding cell, and on day one, you can be put in a position where you have to make decisions you would never have to make if you were not in jail. You are put in a position where you might have to do something to protect yourself, to protect your honor, to protect your integrity. That generally speaking, you're not going to have to worry about if you're going shopping at Harris Teeter. You're not going to have to worry about if you're driving in your car down the highway. But now they because of some false accusation, they put you in a prison that has other brothers who are also in that predicament. And now some lunatic or some other brother who, you know what I'm saying, who might need medication or whatever the case may be, he might just try you. He might, you don't know what can happen. And now you are in a position where, like, yo, in order to not lose my life, or to not lose my honor or my integrity, I might have to commit what is considered, even though it may not be true, a crime. Because they're not going to look at it as self-defense. Yeah. They're going to look at it as what? As another citation. Because you're just another animal in there with the animal. See, oh, this is proof. See, this is what he's in here for attempted murder. He's in here for this, and now look what he did. And they'll say something like, "Oh, that can't be a coincidence." No, it is a coincidence, you dumb, because you put this brother in here with wolves when he never committed a crime in the first place. That's right. And now he has to do something like this. So this brother right here, again, I don't know exactly what was the circumstance that surrounded this, you know what I'm saying, his condition. But you go in one way, and no one ever asks about how you end up doing certain things or whatever the case may be. But then here's the funny part. If he was doing criminal activities, everybody would talk about it. They would use that to say, oh, look at him. He's just another animal. He belongs in there. He should be in there. But when the brother is goddamn dying, you know what I'm saying? People who are not in law enforcement have to plead and beg, please do something about this brother. This article right here says, let me zoom out. It says his sister, get help. Woman says brother is seriously ill in Alabama prison. ADOC says he is getting necessary treatment. We shall see. A South Alabama woman is pleading for help for her brother after she says she received photos showing him in dire medical distress in a state prison. Casey Vaughn's Facebook post about her brother Castillo Vaughn has been shared more than 12,000 times and has captured the attention of inmate advocate groups. The post included a photo of a healthy Castillo, age 32, accompanied by disturbing photos showing him emaciated. In one of the photos, his eyes appeared to be rolling back into his head.
Dang.
Castillo is an inmate at Elmore Correctional Facility in Central Alabama. He began serving a 20-year sentence in 2019 for multiple convictions out of Baldwin and Mobile counties for burglary and unlawful breaking and entering a vehicle. Court and prison records show. So he's not even in prison for a violent crime. He has a 20-year sentence for burglary and unlawful breaking and entering of a vehicle. He was up for parole in June, but that parole was denied. He will be eligible again for parole consideration in June of 2027. I mean, this is really sad. This is really, look at this brother, man.
Yeah, that's
like no compassion whatsoever. You know what I'm saying, for our people, man. If this was, you know what I'm saying, if this was some devil named Tommy, you know what I'm saying, or Bryce, there would be a national uproar. There would be a national uproar to get him the proper treatment or get him out of prison or whatever the case may be. But because it's a black man, I guess this is what they want when it comes to us. Damn. Salaki, anybody got anything further on this before we move on to the next?
no, long.
No sweat. The water officer yard mop. You know what I'm saying? This is an excellent, you know what I'm saying, excellent point just to piggyback on what we were just talking about with the brother Ernest Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens to us. It's a damn shame. This is what happens to us because we're painted as the criminals. But let's segue into a real criminal. I'm going to do what Kawal said. I'm gonna put this cat's face. You know what I'm saying? And I never liked him anyway. To me, he wasn't all that good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about football. I don't know much about it, but to me, you know what I mean, there's better quarterbacks out there than this cat, and they love him. That's why they ain't say nothing, because they love Brett Favre.
Yeah, they love him. Yeah,
they love Brett Favre. Because Brett Favre, you know, he played for that. He didn't play for the Cowboys. That's America's team. You know, but he played for Green Bay, and he just got that good old boy demeanor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His name is Brett. He looks like one of them dudes who probably, you know what I'm saying, rides bulls. You know what I mean? Right. He has an endorsement, I think, with Wrangler jeans.
Wrangler
you know
jeans.
What I'm saying? Wrangler jeans, and he drives the big trucks and all of that. He's just your quintessential good
he's all American boy. He's all American boy.
All American, middle of American boy, and they love him. Well, no surprise here. Brett Favre is under fire. He's under fire right now because of this. Hold up. Let me actually pull up this article that says this. Just a second. You know what I'm saying? Again, we hope that brother Castillo Vaughn gets the proper treatment. You know what I'm saying? While he's in hell. You know what I'm saying? Because if he dies, that goes to show even further how much the devil, the oppressor, is. But this is from Deadspin magazine, deadspin.com. It says the media needs to treat Brett Favre like it did Michael Vick and Colin Kaepernick. I mean, goddamn. It's like they're just handing me topics I don't want. I didn't come up with this. This looks like something that I would have wrote on my page, but nope. Deadspin, because they watching our videos and they done caught on. You cannot ignore the I.S.U.P.K. You cannot ignore Commanding General YAHANNA. You cannot do it. It says Brett Favre. The media needs to treat Brett Favre like it did Michael Vick and Colin Kaepernick.
That's right.
Even though I think I gotta be honest. I know they're talking just about the coverage, but even that statement bothers me because Colin Kaepernick didn't commit a crime.
Right.
So even that statement is a little funny. To word like that. Colin Kaepernick never committed a crime. And Michael Vick committed a crime, kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's a crime, but I mean, he wasn't even really at the house. We don't got to get into all of that. But nonetheless, it says that Brett Favre needs to be treated by the media the way Michael Vick and Colin Kaepernick were treated. Shoot, let me also throw in Plaxico Burress. People don't talk about Plaxico Burress. Plaxico Burress was a wide receiver for the New York Giants.
Mhm.
I remember that was a big news too when he shot himself in the leg in the club.
Yeah.
And that was big news too. He went to jail for like I think a year and a half. It says if Favre had diverted money from a lily white community, his face would be on TV 24/7. Maybe. Newsflash. Let me scroll down. Salaki, not that part. Well, I'm gonna read it. It says newsflash. As much as you love them, dogs aren't humans. That's a good way to start an article. Right. I got to say that. Not saying I agree with the mistreatment of dogs. The Bible tells you that you got to treat animals, you know what I'm saying, a certain way as well.
Right.
But you know that the oppressor loves dogs a little bit too much, if you ask me.
Right.
And that's why they made an example of Michael Vick, because they have a romantic relationship with canines. As much as you love them, dogs aren't humans. And as much as it might have infuriated you, asking the police to do their job isn't a fireable offense that should get you blackballed in your industry.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how it works in America. In this country, you'll get more mainstream coverage for killing dogs, which was really bad, but not as bad as storming the U.S. Capitol in an effort to overthrow a fair election with plans to kill government officials.
Right.
Or kneeling during the national anthem because you're tired of white cops getting away with murder after they play target practice with black bodies. Brett Favre is a trash human being. Jen Sturger tried to warn people about him years ago, but being that she's a woman, she was ignored. Go do some research on that situation and learn something. However, what Favre is barely in the news for this time around should be something that ESPN, CNN, MSNBC, and even Fox News should be airing around the clock, but they're not. Right. One of America's most cherished quarterbacks, we just said it, the Wrangler Jeans, quarterbacks diverted funds intended for welfare recipients. But most of all, money was taken away from innocent people that needed it. Usually something like that. I'm sorry I keep stopping, but I wonder how many of those brothers who didn't get that welfare ended up going and committing crimes out of desperation.
Right.
And ended up in prison because of Brett Favre. Usually something like that would lead to a huge news push. Favre denies the accusations and no charges have been filed against him at this time. However, you have to remember who Favre stole from. Poor black people in Mississippi. Right. Apparently, that's not news. You know, kind of like how whenever a white kid is kidnapped, it's everywhere you turn. But when little black kids go missing, you have to spend time looking for more information. And that's even if anyone cared enough to cover it. Salakia. When Mississippi Today published their story earlier this month about how the state's former governor assisted Favre in using welfare funding to pay for a volleyball stadium at his daughter's school, it was the ultimate gotcha moment, as it included text messages that proved that Favre and company were deliberately robbing the poor to give even more to the rich. Here's a quote. This is from the text. Was just thinking that here's the way to do it, Favre texted. If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? Favre asked. Favre, this is what Kowal said. See, I'm telling you, bro, these people are not smarter than us. Favre's face should be on every tabloid in New York City, and updates about his case should be scrolling across the bottom of every sports and news network.
Right.
Why? Because this is the norm when black athletes do something that's nowhere as bad, that upsets people. I put that part in quotations because most of the time the offended aren't mad. They love to participate in false outrage. For instance, before we knew the full depth of horrific things that Jameis Winston was entangled with in the past, which included rape allegations and fondling an Uber driver, his crab leg shoplifting story was so major that CNN covered it. I'll stop there. Cap.
Good.
Jameis Winston with the crab leg. Good.
Hey, Salaki, Thabo, what was the date on this allegation on Brett Favre? What is the date on? Did it happen last week?
Last month.
When did the story first come out?
The story broke last month.
That's ridiculous.
Damn.
That's ridiculous. Come on. I haven't heard nothing. I mean, you mean, come on. You mean This haven't been on the CBS News. I watched the CBS News, World News, with Nora O'Donnell every day at 5:30. Now, you mean to tell me I haven't heard nothing, not once? And had that story been on about Brett Favre stealing money? I mean, come on, from poor black people. That's, I mean, come on. Really, I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is the sinful kingdom we living in.
Come.
This is the sinful kingdom we living in, man. This is, I mean, come on, man. I mean, as far as like I said, it's like I'm not surprised on it. Like I said, I'm like being in the truth. I'm not surprised on anything the oppressor does, but it's just so ridiculous and hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Just, man, come on, it's terrible. You know. Like, and like I said, if it was like a black man doing any type of thing like that, you know, any black Hall of Famer, you know what I'm saying? What if Warren Moon was doing that?
Right.
I mean, if Warren Moon was doing that, he would be on the front of every magazine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the newscasts and everything. I mean, they would be like everywhere. I mean, his name would be Mud if Warren Moon was doing it. But Brett Favre, I mean, come on, you mean a whole month? And I haven't heard nothing. I heard one time. I heard one report, and I think the local news. Like, I haven't heard it on the CBS News, the World News, or any World News. I heard it on like the local news one time, and that's it. And you mean, I mean, come on, man. And he up there stealing money from poor black people.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
If I may, I want to block you. I have to. If I could, sorry to cut you off, sir, but I have to say this because actually, that's not even accurate what I just said. I have to tell the truth. And I just found something. I found an article. I found an article from April 8th of 2020. I'm going to show it. You know, in the I.S.U.P.K, I'm not just gonna sit up here and just talk. April. Let's show everybody. Let's share the screen here. Here we go. Just a second. Here we go. It says Brett Favre, new report shows text show Brett Favre's role in Mississippi welfare fraud scandal. What does that say?
Man,
good gosh.
April 8th of 2022.
That's ridiculous. I mean,
before the Passover?
Come on. 5 months. Good Lord. 5 months. I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, come on. Like I said, that one report. That's all I've seen. And you mean to tell me 5 months?
Good
I
night.
mean, come on, man. This is a sinful kingdom. This is what.
Damn right.
Boy.
That's crazy.
I mean, boy. I mean, you know, I'm really lost for words. I mean, come on, man. 5 months? You mean 5 months have passed and nobody blowing that up? Like I said, I haven't heard Nora O'Donnell, nobody blowing that story up.
Right.
He stole their money.
Right.
Stole their money. I mean, goddamn, stole their money from poor black people. But like I said, who did he steal it from? He stole it from the slave. So really, it's really not stealing unto them.
Right.
Unto them, it's really not stealing. It's from poor black people. What the hell? We give them food stamps. We give them EBT.
Right.
It's not really important. I mean, we're slaves. That's their thinking. Good Lord.
I mean, there's a lot to it. Kawhi, you have something, bro?
I'm about to say, that's the whole, so-called Esau. He's thinking it's my tax dollars anyway. You already know how they feel about their tax dollars. They have the right to steal from government because they pay more in taxes. That's just the mind of that beast. And also, too, goes to show you how swayed and one-sided the media is, man. How the media is weaponized against blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians, especially in sports. You know what I'm saying? We make up the whole entertainment realm anyway. But they paint these lily white quarterbacks as if they can do no wrong. Like, you remember, for example, do you remember when, what's the other savior, Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning was accused of sexual assault at University of Tennessee in 1996. He put his nutsack, excuse my French, he put his nutsack on a trainer's face while she was checking him, and everybody laughed. And then he lied and said, I was trying to moon my teammate. He settled that case in 1997. This is what Peyton Manning did, right? Now, this surfaced a few years back in the 2000, like last year sometime. It made minimal to no media coverage. Why? Because they made that female, part of the settlement was that female had to leave the University of Tennessee. And when she's still traumatized by his nasty white ball sack on her forehead. And she should be, that's sexual assault. That's what Peyton Manning did. Now, ask yourself, does an average black, cover any of the black athlete or consumer sports knows that? They don't know that.
That's right. I didn't know that.
The media didn't push that. That happened. What about Ben Roethlisberger when he raped that
What
woman?
about that one?
That made minimal coverage also. Why? Because Michael Vick was too busy taking up all the airspace when he wanted to kill those dogs. Ben Roethlisberger is a rapist. They still allow him to play and give him a pop on the wrist. Brett Favre, Phil Bryant is the one who he's not even getting enough criticism for this. He was an ex-governor. He needs to be in jail. Misappropriation of funds, stealing from black people. This is high white crime right here. White collar crime. And this is stuff that, when we get to talking about these type of issues, we get called what? The angry black man.
That's right.
The angry black man. Y'all just mad. No, we see what's going on.
That's
and
right.
We're awake to all this, crime and disgusting racist bullcrap. Cam Newton stole a laptop, or they say he stole a laptop when he was in Florida or something like that. They ran that through the damn media. He could never come from up under that. They painted him as a murderer, a thief, a hoodlum over a laptop. I remember LeBron James sold a throwback jersey when he was in high school. They almost didn't make it. Let him make it. I still remember how they demonized our black athletes. But Brett Favre stealing millions of dollars for a damn volleyball gym. Come on, man. And he don't get thrown in jail. And he don't get crucified on the media. Yeah, America's gonna burn, man.
That's right. Damn right. Damn right. Yarmat. Now, brother, you are my resident football person because I don't know what the hell is going on. But I gotta, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to situations like this, and we're talking specifically about these football players. We know it happens in all sports, but these football players, they're always in the news for something. I mean, let's not forget. You mentioned Big Ben. I remember when Ray Rice that thing was on the news every minute of every single day for like a month. And I don't think Ray Rice ever got convicted of anything because his wife, she married him. She wasn't even upset about it. Now, of course, we're not saying that what the brother did was okay. Right. To hit women, but we're simply saying that you want to talk about blowing something out of proportion. He might have just had a moment of madness because he was upset, whatever the case may be. But his wife, she married that man, and guess what? I remember even black women. You know how they do? They were calling her stupid, calling her names and all of this stuff because the media would not stop talking about how Ray Rice was just this and that. And mind you, the NFL at first didn't even say anything. Then the video came out and they had to save face and be like, "Oh well, we got to suspend him now." You know what I'm saying? Now we got to suspend him indefinitely or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've done this many a times when it comes to a black man. The poster boy. Ray Rice is the poster boy for domestic violence. Ray Rice and OJ, excuse me. Ray Rice, and forget how many oppressors have murdered their mothers and their wives and their children. You know what I'm saying? Chris Benoit didn't become the poster boy for domestic violence. He murdered his whole goddamn family.
That's right.
But Ray Rice and OJ, who was acquitted, are the poster boys, for domestic violence. Michael Vick was the poster boy is still the poster boy for animal cruelty.
Right.
This is what happens, but not Big Ben, not Big Ben Roethlisberger, not good old boy Peyton Manning of the whole Manning family dynasty.
Right.
He is not the poster boy, and also not Brett Favre embezzling millions of dollars for a effing volleyball stadium.
Right.
For his daughter. And he hasn't even paid all the money back. He gave back like $1 million to all the $200,000. Yeah, Cap.
It's Salakia Thaba. And he since he did it for his daughter, he might get Dad of the Year.
Right.
You know,
Right.
come on, he's just so loving and kind of his daughter. I mean, that is so sweet, isn't it?
Right.
Come on, man. Thank God.
I mean, that's a special kind of love, Ottawa. You're right. That's a special kind of love to embezzle millions of dollars from poor black people in Mississippi so your daughter can play a stupid sport that nobody watches. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but now, you know what I mean? When I say stupid, nothing wrong with volleyball, Salakia. I'm just saying his daughter sucks. She's not good, okay? I'm sure of it. But for his beautiful daughter, yeah, I'll steal from niggas. Yeah, no problem. And we have the text messages to prove it from all the way back in April. But nobody has said anything until what, like a week ago?
Right.
Maybe 2 weeks ago? You know what I'm saying? Let me read a little bit more, and then I want to get Officer Yarmak, Salakia. I wanted to also just point this out. This is what I wanted to point out. So Brett Favre, you know what I'm saying, he currently, is going through it, but people was like, well, what's going to happen? Already somebody from this whole scandal has pleaded guilty. John Davis, former director of the Mississippi Department of Human Services, went to a courthouse in Jackson, Mississippi on Thursday, and he is set to plead guilty to federal charges in a conspiracy to misspend tens of millions of dollars that were intended to help poor families. So the fire is definitely it's on its way for Brett Favre. But Yarmak, I mean, brother, when you see this kind of thing happening down on the gridiron, and no one wants to say anything about Brett Favre. I know out there in Barton, I know y'all got a black quarterback though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all got a black, but I know in football that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Like that racial divide between black quarterbacks and white quarterbacks. And the black quarterback always has the stigma of, oh, he's fast, he can run, but you know what I'm saying? Can he control the offense? Can he stay in the pocket? You know what I'm saying? Those kind of questions. And when it's when it's some white man, when it's Joe Burrows or whatever, they just assume, oh yeah, he's just gonna dominate in the pocket. So when you see something like this, does this surprise you at all that Brett Favre's getting this treatment? Yeah, y'all, Mark.
It doesn't, but just to speak on the quarterback situation, that's exactly what happened. Because my school right now it was our first year program, so everything was brand new. And the Lynch, who was the black quarterback, he was second. That's why I call him Willie Beeman. But we had this white quarterback by the name of Tyler Flippin, and they had him on like the fake NCAA football game covers and things like that, and he hyping him up. And this dude was trash. I think we lost the first 2 games in the preseason. That boy ran off like Lamar Jackson. They said this the one. It's been in great hands. But back to the topic though, it's not surprising. And this would like the public. This is what citizens, civilians. This is what you gotta understand. Just because someone throws a football, that doesn't mean that they're not politically against you. That's right. It doesn't. That they will not steal money that is intended to feed the poor. And this shows you. And Brett, like you said, Brett Favre is someone who we've not me per se, but generally we all love Brett Favre. We all love the typical white quarterback that you think loves black people because he loves his football team. When really that Brett Favre could be an all-out racist on that football team. That's right. And we would never, you understand? We would never know what his ideas politically are, nor does America care to figure out what they are, because he's the typical white football household name quarterback who, you understand, we would never question. But what we got to start questioning these things. And again, this is why this podcast is so important, so that we can bring up the crimes that our oppressor is committing against us, man. Right. And really, for Brett Favre to be stealing money, you're talking about a man who has made over $140 million in his whole career. Who has endorsements from Nike, Wrangler, Good Night, Sears, MasterCard. He has numerous endorsements, which he's still getting paid for to this day. Why is he stealing money from poor people? Right. You understand? And if that doesn't show you how much of a devil our oppressor is, man, good. I don't know what to do. You talking about a millionaire here, man.
That's right.
A household name. Brett Favre can go anywhere to any Big Ten college football team, ACC school, and do a speech, and he could get paid tens of hundreds of $1,000s to just come and talk.
That's right.
To schools, man. You understand? But he's stealing money from poor people, and of course, we know where that money is actually getting taken from. It's getting taken from the people who actually need it, man, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
But here's the one thing I really want to just focus on and bring out is that this story, like we say it all the time with brothers who get shot by police and they make headlines. It's terrible what happens, but we got to understand the reality is this. This one story is just the one time they're getting caught.
That's right.
He would not have done it if he believed that he was going to get caught. And what made him believe he wasn't going to get caught was the reassurance from all the other devils who do it all the time.
That's right.
They told him, we do this all the time. There's no way you're going to get caught. So, so we got to start thinking about, man, who else is stealing money? Why does Flint, Michigan not have water? Why does Mississippi not have water? You understand? Where's the resources going to? And we seeing it right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We seeing it right here with this devil. They taking that money and they getting rich off of it, man. You understand? Salaki, and I yield.
Damn right. Salaki. Excellent point, brother. And here's my question too, because this is something that just came out. I saw Shannon Sharp kind of alluded to it, right? I remember, and of course, y'all brothers can help me out. Terrell Owens was the most polarizing football player for years. It was like he was simultaneously hands down the best wide receiver, but every time they talked about this brother, it was about his antics.
Right.
It was about, I remember Skip Bayless's dumbass would call him, he called him T.O., Team Obliterator. Those are the kind of adjectives they would use to describe this brother, even though wherever he went, I mean, he was dominating. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ever won a Super Bowl, but he was dominating. And they used that because if I'm not mistaken, Terrell Owens is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No.
He went in after like 3 or 4 years. I think it was like his last year of eligibility, but he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Even though other than Jerry Rice, he has every record when it comes to the wide receiver position. But when people would say, well, why is he? They would say, well, they don't like him. The media doesn't, this stuff is done by media people. Media doesn't like him. They look at him as he's not a team guy. He's not a this, he's not a that, and so on and so forth. His off the field antics. I wonder if Brett Favre, when this all is said and done, whether he does jail time or not, I wonder if any of this is going to have any bearing on how those same people view his Hall of Fame career.
Right.
I wonder if he'll get kicked out of the Hall of Fame. I wonder if people will start to question whether or not he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for his off-the-field antics, from stealing millions of dollars from poor black people in Mississippi. If you had to ask what I believe is going to happen, I would imagine that they don't give a damn.
Right.
Because right now they're not talking about it. You understand? They're not going to say anything about Brett Favre, you know what I'm saying, embezzling millions of dollars from poor black people. They won't even mention it. All they're going to remember is the good old boy putting the goddamn hay barrels in the back of his truck in the Wrangler jeans. That's all they're going to remember. But when it comes to a black man, just let Patrick Mahomes get caught, you know what I'm saying, walking out of a restaurant without giving a good tip. You know what I'm saying? Let Lamar Jackson or one of these guys do something small and insignificant, and they will get treated way worse than Brett Favre. This is a completely despicable display of white supremacy. This is white. People talk about white privilege. This is white privilege. This is it. Please.
It's a lot of our cricket every part, and again, just for the Hall of Fame does not have mechanisms that they don't take anyone out the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. They protect them once they're in there. And of course, Brett Favre. But just to show you like how strict they try to control us. Like I was reading an article of, forget the owner's name, but for the team that Cam Newton played for, and they had a recording of their conversation, and the recording, the owner asked Cam Newton, did he have any tattoos? He said no. He said, good, keep it that way. And he did. Yeah, he did it. And the way that he dressed, he said, you got to dress a certain way. You got to carry yourself a certain way. Otherwise, they would have did Cam Newton like they did AI. You know, because they want us to have a certain image to really look more like our oppressor.
That's
so
right.
That they're not intimidated by us. You understand? Yeah. But that just goes to show, like, Brett Favre can go and steal millions of dollars, and really he should be taken out of the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Because that really should be a stain that is left on the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And really, I wouldn't want to be in the Hall of Fame with him.
That's right.
Like, why would I? Don't put my statue beside this man. This man is a, you understand? Like, good night. That's like putting it's like putting me in the same league as of all oppressors, man. The Christopher Columbuses and Abe Lincolns and things like that, man. And he ain't no different. He ain't no different than them to steal from the poor like our president been doing for 400 years.
Right.
Damn right. That's such a heavy point. I mean, well said. You know what I'm saying? All the to the other one.
Salakia, right quick. And what? Then he stole all this money, and what for? A volleyball stadium?
A volleyball stadium.
Right.
I mean, we don't. Who cares? That's the way they think. Who gives a damn? The daughter needs a volleyball stadium. So let's steal some money from some poor black people. What the hell? That's their attitude.
Right.
I mean, come on. There's a dire need for damn volleyball stadiums. I mean, come on. You're gonna really, like I said, damn. I mean, come on. If you go and embezzle so many millions of dollars, I mean, goddamn, aren't we worth something? I mean, we need money. We dying, we're starving, and we can't pay our bills, and we need the money. Poor black people need the money. And you're going to say, oh, I'm going to take this money. Check this out. He's not going to go and take the money and do something, maybe build his houses for white people. Maybe he's going to do something like that, But no, he's going to build a volleyball stadium for his daughter. But starve us.
That's
and
right.
Take our money. I mean, come on. This is their kingdom. This is their kingdom. This is their kingdom. I mean, boy. And come on, man, Hey, we got to be righteous unto the Most High.
That's right.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the only way the Most High got it. The Most High got, he see this stuff. Like the preacher said, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom. He sees all this what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But he's waiting for us. He's waiting for us to get ourselves right and stop our bullshit.
That's right.
He's waiting for us, to really get straight so we can just really be worthy of being delivered.
Damn
Man,
right.
go ahead, brother. I'll yield.
Come on. Yeah, it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it to, all the viewers to go ahead and research and check the text messages. You got text messages. Well, I got one where he said Brett Favre literally texted one of the other co-conspirators. He said, call me crazy, but I'm trying to get 20 million out of this. That's what he said. That's what he said. Let me make sure I quote it correctly. Right. He said, Favre's goal was to increase his personal wealth. Call me crazy, but my goal is to take home 20 million when it's all said and done.
Wow.
That was in the text messages that were released back in April that ain't nobody talked about in 5 months.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, these devils, bro, like they are not playing. Like Cap said, man, the eye of the Lord is upon the sinful kingdom, man. And the other scripture says that the man of sin needs to be revealed. I mean, this has to be revealed, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? And how dare they keep this from us for all these months? We could have been going to camp and been talking about Brett Favre. Trying to keep it a secret. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Nice try, but we found out, and we're going to go to camp and we're going to blast this devil and all of you devils and show how disgusting you are. Don't tell me about a black man being a criminal, because ain't no black man stole $20 million from poor white people.
Right.
That's it.
Don't tell me about what hate group is Brett Favre in?
What
cult is Brett Favre in? What cult and what hate group is the governor former governor of Mississippi in. It's his job to protect his citizens. I don't even think Brett Favre is from Mississippi.
Right.
I don't think so.
I don't think Brett Favre is from Mississippi, or is he? Even if he is, let's see. No, he is from Mississippi.
Okay.
He's from Gulfport, Mississippi, or Killen, Mississippi. What? He's from Mississippi. But Brett Favre, as YAHANNA said, and as Koala Cap said, Brett Favre got millions and millions of dollars in endorsements.
Right.
Yeah.
So the governor of Mississippi is going to help Brett Favre instead of the citizens of his own state?
Boy.
But I wonder who voted him in.
Yeah.
This is why in the I.S.U.P.K. we tell our people, voting is not going to save black people.
No.
Don't involve yourself in these politics. These people hate your stinking black guts.
Right.
And they throw it every single chance they get. No matter how much you love them, they are going to find a way to hate you. They're going to show their hatred for you all the time, no matter what, man. We're going to continue to stay on this story. And like I said, we're going to blast Brett Favre and all these devils and show you how real it is, man. But yet, like I said, like Cap said, you know what I mean? Y'all probably going to continue to look at us like we're the hate group for just telling the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We feed more poor black and white people than the governor of Mississippi.
That's right.
God.
Damn right.
The governor of Mississippi steals from poor black and poor white people, but he's not in the hate group.
Right.
No sweat. We're just gonna keep doing what we do under Christ, under Commander Junior YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No sweat. Another excellent show. You know what I mean? The topics, y'all completely again brought different elements to which I love. Different elements and different ideas being brought to the table, yet we're still on one accord. But everybody, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about these things, there's always other ways to kind of break it down. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about this show and how y'all carry it. So again, let me shout out everybody that tuned in for today. Shout out to my rib, Lawaya Shalom, sis. Shout out to my Ottawa Office of 1,000, I Rock. What's going on, Ottawa? Shout out to Cap's rib, the sister Kazakwa. Nah, Shalom, sis. Shout out to the bro. I know we got a slave name up there, but that's Officer Yanazar. Shalom. Shout out to the sister Jay. We coming to class diligently. Most High in Christ. Shalom, sis. Who else we got? We got Officer Napash Kaya. Shalom. Khan. That's it for that. I know we have more people actually tuned into the live, but that's everybody that kicked it with us and kind of commented on the in the comment section. The water to all y'all, you know what I'm saying, for being, you know what I'm saying, being down with us, continuing to rock out with us. Just a few more things before we go ahead and end it. And I'm gonna give the floor to everybody. If you want to say something before we head out, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Chain Breakers Podcast. We're on YouTube. So just type in Chain Breakers Podcast. Yes, we should be the first one that pops up already. You know what I'm saying? You should type in Chain Breakers Podcast. You should see us right there. Just go there, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Okay, you can also contact us at the Chain Breakers Podcast email, which is chainbreakerspodcast@gmail.com. That's how you can get in contact with us if you want to give us any articles you think we should go into, ask questions, or whatever the case may be, or just give us general ideas, you know what I'm saying, that you think would be, beneficial to the show. Let me also say this as well. Salakia, where is it at? It's not here. No sweat. I thought we had a banner up here, but I'll just say it. Make sure you pay your damn tithes to the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander Junior YAHANNA. Give up that 10% to Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the least you can do because you're getting shows like this. You know what I'm saying? You paying the oppressor for Netflix and and YouTube Premium and Hulu and all of that. You're paying the oppressor to get those things that give you absolutely nothing. No information, just entertain you while you're in slavery and in captivity. Commander Junior YAHANNA is giving you Chain Breakers Podcast. He's giving you Black Watch. He's giving you Ask Ye the Prophets. He's giving you Cross the Line Radio. He's giving you One West Radio. He's giving you classes from Monday through Saturday. He's giving you camp speakings. He's giving you all of these things to save your life. You understand? And the Lord asks only for what? 10%.
That's what the Lord has always asked for when it came to the prophets and when it came to the priests. 10%. Okay, so Commander General YAHANNA is owed that from every Black, Latino, and Native Indian. Okay, so again, excellent show, but I'm gonna give the floor to the brothers if there's anything they want to bring up. Cap, did you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Yeah, right, man. That was just heavy what you was just talking about, the tithes and everything. And that's just so heavy because I was explaining to a sister the other day that, the tithes is so important. And it's something that we take so light. We take so light that giving up that 10%. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that light. You know what I'm saying? You could be, a lot of us, as a nation, you know what I'm saying? We love what they hear. You love what you're hearing. Like all these shows and everything, like the brother was just bringing out. You know what I'm saying? But you slack on the tithes. Right. Tithes is how our nation grows. And Commander Junior YAHANNA is asking for these tithes. Why? Because they're going to save your life.
That's right.
That's like Bible 1 just brought out. It's going to save your life.
Damn right.
The tithes are going to save your life. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see Commander Junior YAHANNA driving a Rolls Royce and then nothing. You're going to see it going into schools. You're going to see it going into food drives. You know what I'm saying? And it's again, by you being obedient unto the Most High, come on, that's a law. That's a law that you pay your 10% to the priest. It's a law. So the Lord won't kill you. so it's going to save your life, by keeping those tithes. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I want to bring out is the sad part about us as a people, this show was just so heavy, you know what I'm saying? And the thing we were about the coach, the Celtics coach and Nia Long and everything, and we're gonna have to take the rap. Black men are gonna have to take the rap for the African coach.
Right.
Because the white man is gonna say, oh, he's just a nigga just like any other nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna say he's an African, he's gonna put him when he's that African American. And so we're gonna have to take the rap for Mabutu, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But brother, if you could right quick, give me Job 20:4.
Come.
Job chapter 20:4. I just want to read the precepts, because we were talking about Brett Favre. The Brett Favre, man. The white man is just such a hypocrite. He's such a hypocrite about he want to have a sovereign nation. He want to do the good. He want to be. America is this boy full of the white man. It's the white man, the hypocrite. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's a heavy precept right here. Job chapter 20 verse 4.
This is the book of Job chapter 20 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Knowest thou, Slaki, not this of old, since man was placed upon earth?
Since man was placed upon earth, knowing this time, man, just the Lord placed men, placed us, people on the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This was known. Read on, brother.
Verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
The triumphing of the wicked is short. The white man likes to win all the time. He's like to win all the time. No matter what, he wants to win. You know what I'm saying? But his triumphing is, come on. It's short. His time is short. So it's almost up. His time is almost up. So this is why we have these shows and these classes and why we stay on the street and cry loud and spare not, like the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? Because his time is running out. His time is running out. His time is short. It said the triumphing of the wicked. Read on, brother.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You see that? All this joy, he prosper, and Brett Favre said he wanted to get, when it's all said and done, he want 20 million out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His joy, he's a hypocrite. His joy is but for a moment. You know what I'm saying? All this evil that they're doing to us, that's from poor Black people who need the money. We needed money before the damn pandemic. We needed more money before the pandemic. During the pandemic, you're gonna steal money from us? You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, his joy is but for a moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing that I want the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to understand. We want you to understand. I.S.U.P.K on the Commander Junior YAHANNA did. You know what I'm saying? his joy is but for a moment.
Right.
All the evil that they do, they're not going to get, the Most High going to pay them back for it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, it takes us. We holding up the process. Us as a people, us as a nation, we holding the process up. Christ, like I said, Christ is jumping in this chariot. He's probably jumping in his chariot every day. You know what I'm saying? Christ is wondering when we going to get it together.
That's right.
Waiting for us. We got to wake up. We got to do things righteous unto the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And this is our gist of this whole system of the I.S.U.P.K under command of YAHANNA. This institution is waking us up, being righteous unto the Most High, so Christ can come back and deliver us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Go ahead, brother. I yield, man.
Excellent. The water for that precept. Although I'm gonna put precept book. That's a excellent point. Yeah, Khan says so. The sister asks, you know, how do you pay tithes? You can, of course, go to I.S.U.P.K.com. You can pay your tithes through there. There's a link on the I.S.U.P.K. website, which is currently under construction, but the link does work. It will take you to the PayPal where you can pay through PayPal. I know you can also pay through Cash App, but I can't remember the exact Cash App address at the moment. And Zelle as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a few ways that you can pay it, but the easiest way is to go to ISUPK.com and go through PayPal. That's the easiest and quickest way to do it. Okay. So the water for that, sis, and the water for that, Cap. Kawal, Officer Kawal. Kawal, Salaki, brother. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Big shout out to everybody today for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Big shout out to Captain Garp, also Thabawan Yamap. Also, too, get ready for the Nashville Cookout that coming this following weekend. I think it's the 28th through the 1st.
Damn
so
right.
if you make that in Nashville for the Dirty South Cookout, bring your family. Let's get it on.
That's right.
Also, to download Officer 5000 Zion Allah's new album. It is out right now.
That's right.
And, the name of the album is called. Hold on one second. It is called "Go Ahead and Shine" by Officer Zion Allah on all platforms, Spotify, iTunes. Go ahead and get that downloaded and stop letting your girl check your phone. I'm out of here.
Damn right, bro. For sure. Shout out to Officer 5000 Zion Allah. He got that heat. We've been saying for a minute he need to start releasing some of the joints. He would just release a little something here and there.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Finally, he done put out the whole project. I cannot wait to listen to all the UPK brothers, man. If you want to listen to real rap, because them cats in the world cannot rap, they all suck. But if you want to hear cats that actually have talent and know what the hell they're doing, go to I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Listen to cats like Captain the Cod. You know what I'm saying? You want to listen to Danya Allah, Zion Allah. You know what I'm saying? Listen to brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? They really putting it down. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, shout out to him. And last but not least, my brother, Officer 500 Yard Mock. Is there anything you want to say before we clip it?
Yeah, man. Again, the water for having me on the show. The water for everybody on the show and tuning in with us. This definitely was a heavy show as of every week, man. But we definitely about to start doing more things with the show. So y'all tune in, man. We're gonna start getting the viewers and more interactive and things like that. But just remember, man, that the I.S.U.P.K. is the home of the truth, man. So this is where we need to be, man. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you sharing, subscribing, liking this. Push this, man. Push this like you push Real Housewives of Hollywood or whatever you be watching.
That's right.
That's right.
This needs to go out, man, so that them brothers can get some help. You understand? And so our people we can alleviate some of this oppression from our people.
Damn right.
That's right.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. Excellent. Brother, appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have much to say. I just want to say the water. You know what I'm saying? To Captain of the 10,000 Yard Guard Wap, Officer 1,000 Kawal, Officer 500 Yard Mock, my brothers, my Ottawa, and this truth. You know what I'm saying? Rocking out with me and helping me. You know what I mean? Y'all make it easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Just this show and what y'all bring to it is just organic and it just works. Like Yard Mock said, we're going to continue to try to build up the show, make it even better, make it even more interactive, have more content for y'all through the channel, not just the live, but other little things we're going to put out based on the show as well. Again, we want to hear from y'all. Hit us up on that email. Hit us up in the comment section as well. Also, you can go to our individual Facebook pages. Captain Yagar Wap is on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Officer Thabawan Officer Yarmox on Facebook, Officer Kowal's on Facebook. Hit us up, you know what I'm saying? Talk to us, man. We're going to start, you know what I'm saying, driving it home. Same thing we do with all the other shows in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to clip it for this week. Tuna will be back next week, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Central time. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back for some new stuff for y'all, for some new content, some new topics, some new articles. So until next time, to the brothers, we say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Brakathum. To the sisters, we say shalom. Yahweh Shema Allah Thun Ba Shem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.
Shalom.